And this sauce isn't any old sauce. This sauce is from a recipe by a woman named Anna. She came to the States over 100 years ago, and this recipe still lives on, and it is still beloved by all of us here at QVC. It is a 2-time Customer Choice Award winner for Best Sauce. It isn't just sauce for pasta, although you can do that. It's going to be sauce that you're going to dip in. It's going to be sauce that you can make as a base for stews if you'd like to do that. But it is real, simple ingredients that you and I can pronounce, that we can feel good about. And I'll tell you, it's the tomatoes. That's one of the secrets. They are smooth. They're smooth on the tummy. And this is something that's 3 easy payments of $12.97. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 24-ounce jars. And all these jars will make 24 different meals. So I'm loving, as in you can use it as topper for 24 different meals. And just pick your favorite pasta. And you can easily top it with something that is flavorful, with the tomatoes and the onions and the salt and the pepper and a little bit of basil. And it's really the smoothness, I think, and the purity of flavor that we love so much. I'm going to welcome in our guest. His name is Daniel Mancini. I love it when of course you know him because he brings customer favorite meatballs as well. Customer favorite meatballs, customer favorite sauce. He's the most recommended brand. And I'm just going to put the sauce in this bowl. Daniel Mancini, nice to see you. You know what? You make the sauce as a customer request. Like you, our customer, loves the sauce so much that Daniel had to bottle it because you would stand for nothing less. Hi, Daniel.
Yes, how are you? And you know, that's a great point. First of all, our sauce is only available on QVC.
Yep.
Nowhere else.
Nope.
And I have to tell you, every time I'm on with the sauce, which isn't that often, because we're only capable of jarring it a couple times a year for QVC, I put a post on Facebook and I get bombarded. And that's what happened today. Everyone is like, thank you, you got the sauce back. So, you know, what I have in front of me, Rachel, and this is what I love to show, are the actual ingredients we use.
Right here.
Right? So this is the recipe that I grew up on, that my grandmother did what you just said. She used it for her pasta. She used it for her lasagnas, chicken parm, stews, everything. These are the ingredients. Tomatoes.
Yep.
We put up, so we start with whole tomatoes. We don't start with crushed tomatoes. My grandmother taught me that's what you do. We use a little bit of tomato paste, extra virgin olive oil, onion, garlic, basil, bay leaf. The reason my grandmother used the bay leaf was that was her way of cutting the acidity, which everyone says there's no acid in this sauce. And we also add a little salt and pepper. What we don't add, and this is what I think got us the Customer Choice Award, we don't add sugar and we don't add preservatives.
You don't add sugar, you don't add preservatives,
No.
and you know what? When you get these 4 jars home, let me share with you, I want you to know what 24 different meals looks like. So I'm sure Mitch counted these right, but 24 different meals, right, with some pasta, you're looking at like $1.60 something, and you've fed 24 of your favorite people. It's 3 easy payments of $12.97, ships to you for free like all of our items. I have no auto delivery on this, Daniel Mancini. And as you said, it's a rarity when we're able to get these jars of sauce. I always have these available in my pantry because I am actually a super big pasta lover. And I love that when you get this home, you simply will be able to read the ingredients. Alberti always talks about the recipe deck. You can see it. Tomatoes, tomato paste, onion, salt, olive oil, garlic, black pepper, bay leaf, and basil. You're like, that's it. You're like, that's it. I was able to pronounce everything in this jar. And then, of course, Daniel just loves on it. It's M79531. Daniel, I would love to actually...
He's on the label with his grandmother.
He's on the label. Let's talk about Anna Mancini. Can we bring her picture up? Because we always love to share the story of where this recipe came from and, you know, why it is such a mission of your heart to share her recipes.
Yeah, so my grandparents left their home in Italy in 1921, and my grandfather carried with him whatever they could fit to a suitcase. And I always say my grandmother, like everybody's grandmothers, carried the recipes in her heart because that's what she had. That was her gift to her family. And when I grew up in the home with my grandmother, I learned all her recipes. And about 7 years ago, we started bringing them to QVC, and everyone fell in love with them. But you know, I have to tell you, Rachel, this is why I love this sauce so much right now.
The texture.
What I've been doing on my Facebook page. I've been putting up meals that you could feed your family for, you know, $10 or a little bit more than $10 because of what's happening today with prices. And this sauce is one of those. I mean, literally for like maybe 2 gallons of gas, you're going to feed a family for 4.
Which
and
I love.
1 day a week, we get a break.
I'd love to welcome in Alberti, and you're absolutely right, because Alberti and I are both huge fans of the sauce. I'm
sauceaholics.
We are dunking bread into it. Bertie, what are you doing?
I'm dumping bread into the sauce too. And here's what I love, Daniel, is, you know, we've said it a couple of times. I generally do get acid reflux if I have too much acidity in a sauce or something. And for years and years, I actually stayed away from tomato sauce. This sauce, I never have a problem eating. I enjoy it all the time. And what I love about it too is that it's not too, it's just so authentic, right? It tastes homemade. Everything about the experience with the sauce is homemade. And you don't get that nowadays, right? You don't get that from jars at the grocery store or from cans at the grocery store.
No, you're getting something that you can see food coloring. They're like, you know, polysyllabic words in there where you're like, I don't understand what this 25-letter word is. The sugar in there. Let me give you an update of what's happening. Only 800 remaining. I've got 450 placing orders for this right now. So if you are in charge of your church group and you know you're going to make a big, huge, you know, bowl of pasta for them, right? The church dinner. Maybe you're just having family dinner, or we had potlucks all the time growing up, Alberti.
Oh, yeah.
So I always wanted a big, huge pot of spaghetti somehow, some way. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them coming home to you. $12.97. Come on over here, Marion. We'll show you the eggplant Napoleon. As an option.
Delicious.
Delicious. You can pour some sauce on that. I think I'm going to pour a little bit more on that. And then we also have, I love that we use it almost the sauce like as a marinara with some cheese sticks and some beautiful onion rings, right?
Yeah.
Mozzarella sticks, please.
Mozzarella sticks. And then, you know
look
what?
how red that is.
Yeah, and
that's
here is the
real sauce.
Yeah. And there's that big plate of spaghetti because we're feeding an army, and we can do so. And as you said, we're going to do it with like clean ingredients that you can pronounce and that you can taste. It means the taste is so clean, Daniel.
And it's pantry safe, right? This will be stored in your pantry, so you're not taking up room in your freezer.
Nope.
And, you know, look, like I say with everything we do with Mama Mancini's, we bring you grandma quality food. It's my grandmother's recipes. Instead of running out for that fast food, you get it home and you're like, what did I do? And I have to tell you, I had family over on this past weekend, and I popped open a jar of sauce. What you do is, here's what I recommend. Open the sauce, put it in your pot, put a little bit of water in the bottom of the jar, shake it around, put it into the pot, and within 15 minutes, by the time your pasta's ready, you have an entire dinner for 4 in just minutes. That's absolutely delicious. Instead of running out and grabbing stuff you just don't enjoy.
Thank you so much, Daniel Mancini. It is last call right now, so please continue your purchase because we want to make sure that you get it and it doesn't pop out of your cart and then somebody else picks it up. M79531 is your item number. You're getting 4 of them. At $1.62 a meal, making 24 meals. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. Love you guys.
We love you back.
We love you back. Oh.